was on a case for about 2.5 years, and I've been on my second case now for about 4 months.
What is a moment that matters to you as a CASA?
In my first case, it was all new. It was hard to reach her at first, but when she started warming up and really interacting, was huge. It was a huge milestone, and it was heartwarming. And also at the end, finally being able to bring a case that had gone on too long to a successful close, and know that she was going to be in a stable, safe environment for the long term was the whole reason I do this. So that was great.
What has being a CASA volunteer meant to you?
So much. I've wanted to be involved in helping foster kids for many years. There was a time many years ago when my children were small that I happened to be reading a Reader's Digest article right before Thanksgiving about how kids age out of the system, and I didn't know anything about that. And it happened to say something about sometimes when they're in high school, they turn 18, all of a sudden if somebody's not getting paid, they don't want to keep them anymore, and they might be living in a park at night trying to go to school during the day, just hoping one of their friends would invite them home for dinner. And I just cried my eyes out. I could barely enjoy Thanksgiving with my family, just being concerned about kids that did not have that situation that year. And I was a working mom, and it wasn't right time to have foster kids in my home. And even now, that would be too much, but this is a way that I can impact the lives of a foster child in a way that I can manage, in my life.
What would you tell someone that's thinking about being a CASA volunteer?
It's so worth it to have just a few hours a month be able to impact a life this much. And I would say absolutely go for it. Try, and you learn so much. It's actually taking me in a whole different direction regarding, my upcoming schooling and things I'm going to do. And it's been extremely educational, sometimes frustrating in regards to this system, but I would absolutely encourage everyone, 18 or over, no matter your age or circumstance, to do it. There's so many kids that need it. It's just a few hours a month, and it makes a huge difference.
What advice would you give to a new CASA?
I just, read all the case documents, talk to everybody involved in the case, try and build a relationship with that child, a couple times a month if they're old enough to do that, and just don't give up. Just keep working through the process, learning the system. Every little bit helps, and just to have hope and know that you're making a difference.
What impact has your advocacy journey had on your life?
Well, like I said, I have learned a lot, and it's opened my eyes to a lot of things as well, and I'm just very grateful for the opportunity.